So let us sit straight. Head, neck, backbone straight. We can remember how Hanumanji is sitting, never in question mark. The back must not be in question mark. Let us withdraw our mind from all that has happened in the past. Let us let go future anxieties and focus on our breath. Hanumanji is Pavanaputra. We will discuss the glories of Pavanaputra. Without breath, we can't exist even for 2 minutes. We miss the breath because our focus is on food and water. Less on water also, more on tea and coffee. And maximum time on taste. Let us keep our body straight and still. Let us keep our mind in the present moment. And consciously let us take a deep, slow breath, invoking Hanumanji. Hold the breath for some time and then release slowly. Let us invoke Lord's grace, Guru Parampara's blessings, and as we are doing Hanuman Chalisa, specifically Lord Sri Ram, Mata Sita Ji, Hanuman Ji, Goswami Tulsidas Ji, Gurudev and our Guruji, who has given all this knowledge on Hanuman Chalisa in detail. I hope all of you have ordered the book Hanuman Chalisa by Swami Tejomayanand. It is a must book to keep to read after the session is over. So let us chant loudly together. Om. Om.
सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः चिन्मयं व्याप्य सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव अतुलित बलधाम हेमशैलाभदेहं तनुजवनकृशालं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपति प्रियभक्तं राजजातं नमामि.
Hari Om. Thank you, Latara Chakraji. It must be little louder when you chant Hanuman Chalisa. Thoda voice, little bit, it is still low. Hari Om to all. Welcome to this second session of Hanuman Chalisa, where today we're going to see the first Doha. In the last session, we saw the introduction where Hanuman Chalisa means chanting glories of Hanumanji. And in the last session, we also saw some life story of the great Goswami Tulsidas ji. What was the context in which he composed this Hanuman Chalisa, which he wrote earlier in Sanskrit, but it was stolen by Lord Shivji, and then he came in his dream and told you compose this in Awadhi language, and today we can see this is popular all over the world. Because it is in Awadhi language, it is so easy to chant, and it can be by hearted easily. In Sanskrit, it would have been difficult. We also saw some important glories of Hanumanji, that he is the only devotee who has got a God's status. Number one, there is no devotee who has got a God status. Second, a devotee loves glorifying the Lord, but here, interestingly, the Lord also glorifies Hanumanji in Tulsi Ramayana, in Valmiki Ramayana many times. So this is something very unique. And the third unique factor which we saw, which is applicable to Hanumanji, is he is the only entity who is successful in all projects but unblemished. Because wherever people are successful, people normally criticize some aspects about that person. Even Sri Ramji is criticized about something. Sri Sita ji has some blemishes. People think they forget that they were Vishnu and Lakshmi only. Lakshmi Narayan coming and doing their Leela. But Hanumanji is unblemished. Today we will see Bimala Jasu in the first Doha. In this it comes that Bimala Jasu means what? Unblemished. So with that background, we will today see the first Doha, and we will see that though we chant Hanuman Chalisa, there is so much of meaning in each word. Sometimes we miss the meaning, but today after listening to this meaning, when we chant, the benefit becomes 4 times. And we also saw that by chanting Hanuman Chalisa, people have reported miraculous healing, success, and their wishes getting fulfilled because Hanumanji is Chiranjeevi. He is available here and now, still available with us in Kali Yuga. Though he appeared in the Treta Yuga, he was there in the Dwapar Yuga, where he was sitting on the chariot of Arjun and saw the entire war and also saved Arjun from many Astra Shastra. So with that background, we will see the first Doha. Yeah, Lata Rajshekhar ji, can we chant the first Doha twice? Can you unmute?
Twice we have to chant.
Twice this first Doha, yeah.
Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Manu Mukura Sudari Bharano Ragupara Bimala Jasu Yogayak Palachari Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Manu Mukura Sudari Bharano Ragupara Bimala Jasu Yogayak Palachari.
So, what is the meaning here? We will see, and then we will go word by word meaning. That's the reason we are taking this Hanuman Chalisa verse by verse, word by word. What it means here is that having purified the mirror of my heart with the dust of the lotus feet of the Guru, Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja, Nija Manu Mukur Sudhari. I now proceed to describe, Baranau means describe, the unblemished glory of Sri Hanumanji. Unblemished, Bimala means no blemish, who is capable of bestowing the four results. Jo Dayaku Falachari, we get four results, four benefits. So it's a very good deal when we go to shopping malls. एक के ऊपर एक free. Here एक के ऊपर चार free. Not free, we have to chant and we have to sing the glories. Then Hanumanji bestows the four results. So now we will see word by word. So first word is Shri. Shri means prosperity. Shri means God. Shri means Mangala Charana. Any textbook which starts, it starts with a Mangala Charana. Shri means auspiciousness. So in one alphabet, Goswami Tulsidas ji actually gave the Mangala Charan, invoking God. So Shri means prosperity, God, auspiciousness. Guru, Sri Guru Charana Saraj. So Guru means who is a Guru? Guru means one who removes darkness. Now some people wonder, why do I require a Guru? Textbooks are okay, now YouTube is there, WhatsApp is there, I can go on Wikipedia, but these are not Gurus, these only give information. The Guru is one who actually removes the ignorance because he has the power. And why he has the power? Because he is the GPS. God positioning system. Suppose we are going to get lost. Suppose we don't understand. We have a doubt. We get stuck. What to do? Guru is the person who guides because his responsibility is to ensure that where he has reached, he has to take the shishya. Otherwise, Guru also doesn't get that moksha. Though he's already got the Jivan Mukti, Guru has to take care of the shishyas and remove their ignorance and then take with him. As Gurudev was asked many times that, are you realized? He says, no, I am waiting at the door. I want you all to come with me. Otherwise, job is incomplete. Because we can't ask doubts to the books. We can't discuss with the books. We can't discuss with YouTube and Wikipedia and today all these Instagram reels what are coming. So there is this Guru who comes and helps us to guide and then take us to that particular goal. Why? Because Charana Saroja Raja. Lotus feet. Charana Saroj means lotus feet. Charana means feet, Saroja means lotus. Symbolizes that Guru abides in that consciousness, in that state which we are seeking, that total state of fulfillment. He is already abiding it. So we do Guru Paduka Puja. Some people don't like to do Paduka Puja, but we are not doing Paduka Puja or feet puja of the human being. It is a symbolic representation of that. Raja, dust of Guru's feet. Dust means divine energies of a person who is established in that supreme truth. Now, as Guruji mentions that the best way is to have this session in person because then the energies are maximum. The second best is at least online because see last time there were almost double people, today less because they are seeing on YouTube and Facebook because now they can see later on, that is advantage and disadvantage. And those who are attending today, they have not invited other people because they want to have benefit for themselves only. At least 10 people I should have invited for this because this is the first dua. But what I do, I only send the WhatsApp and then forward it. In today 100 WhatsApp, nobody sees in detail. We have to call and invite like we invite in a marriage because this is the most auspicious action we can do. So it is not that we have to take that dust and then purify. What is the meaning? This is the most beautiful meaning that Charana Saroja Raja means I have to surrender. There has to be surrender. Where there is pride and arrogance, learning cannot happen. So no ego. Then secondly, service means joyous willingness. Somebody is writing something on the screen which is appearing here. So I would request Those people who are writing, please do not write on the screen. Service means joyous willingness. Those who are serving in some mission or doing some seva, the meaning is joyous willingness, not out of burden, not out of tiredness, not somebody else is doing, and seeking with faith and love. There's one very interesting question Guruji asked, who is the poorest person in life, One who has no altar in life to look up to surrender. The person has many things, but nothing to look up to in life in the morning, evening, afternoon. That person is the poorest, not the person who is not having money is poor, but the person who doesn't have faith and something to look forward, something to look higher, and something where I can surrender at the God's feet. That person is the poorest person. So, very beautiful explanation of Charana Saroja Raja. But what to do with this? This is a so beautiful explanation here Goswami Tulsidas ji gives. Nija Manu Mukura Sudhari means I have to purify my mind with this surrender, with this seva, and with this listening with faith. So that's the reason in Bhagavad Gita class we are asking people that what is a shift in your mind? What has shifted with this knowledge? Savidya ya vimukta. Knowledge is that which liberates us from our weaknesses. And what is mind? Mind is that which reflects the world and also reflects the Atma. It's a reflecting medium. And that's the reason Kabir Das ji says, Jahan मैं है hari nahi, jahan hari hai मैं nahi. So when the mind is reflecting world, too much of worldliness in the mind will not reflect God. The mind will not reflect Atma. Because the mind is not clean. Clean means it is having too many things of the world, constantly thinking about some objects, some activities, some relationships, some person, and that is occupying my mind. My mind doesn't have space for God. So here Tulsidas ji says, Nija Manu Mukura Sudhari means I have purified my mind before composing this because these things cannot happen without mind purification. Only a clean mirror reflects the sun clearly. So, how to clean? I have to chant it daily. I have to do some japa. I have to do some puja. I have to do some meditation. I have to do some service. I have to do some shravan, manan, and the mind starts becoming cleaner every day. So, I must ask that if I am chanting Hanuman Chalisa, what is a shift in my mind? And how to actually analyze what is a shift? Sudhari means purified, clean. Clean from what? What are the impurities? Six vikara of the mind. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsara. There are six dirts of the mind. And I must check whether my Matsara has gone down, whether my Krodha has gone down, whether my reactiveness has gone down, whether the way I get upset, so easily I get upset, whether that has gone down. Something has to shift. If nothing is shifting, then I am just chanting mechanically, and that also has benefit. But the benefit is not double or tripled. Baranau. Baranau means I am going to describe about the noble glories of Sri Hanumanji. And the next word needs require some kind of analysis because Bimala Jasu, one who is unblemished, holy, pure, that person's glories we are going to sing. This Hanuman Chalisa are the 40 verses on Hanuman glories, various aspects of Hanumanji's life with stories. Raghubara. Now, when we say Raghubara means actually means Raghu dynasty. Raghu Vansha, descendants of Raghu in Valmiki Ramayana and Tulsi Ramayana, Raghubara is addressed to Lord Rama. But here, Hanumanji is addressed, though Hanumanji is not from Raghu dynasty. He is not from Raghu Vamsha. He is not born in Raghu Vamsha family. His father, mother are Kesari Nandana. So he is not from Raghu dynasty. So how come he is addressed as Raghubara? So here Guruji gives very interesting point that here Raghubara means Hanumanji. Why? Because he was adopted son of Lord Rama and Sita ji. How do you know? Because when Hanumanji went to Lanka, that episode is very beautiful, where he's sitting on the tree, Ashoka tree, and looking Mata Sita in a very different, distressed state. And then all Rakshasas are there, Rakshasas are there, and he drops the ring. And there is a long dialogue between Hanumanji and Sitaji, because Sitaji doesn't believe initially that he is really a Ramaduta, because Sitaji asks him, "Who are you?" He says, "I am Ramaduta." Now Sitaji is thinking this is another Rakshasa trying to, convince her about something. And then Hanumanji gives Ram Katha to her. Then she says, "No, no, this Ram Katha, to many people know. Tell me something very specific what happened between me and Ramji." And then two things Hanumanji does. He is so intelligent. He gives that this word, Satya Shapatha Karuna Nidhana. So when this ring was given, this was what Ramji said, and that happened between Sitaji and Ramji. And another episode he gives, which happened between Sitaji and Ramji, where nobody was there, that once Sri Ramji was sleeping on the lap of Sitaji, and that giant crow, who is son of Indra, he comes and hits Sitaji's toe, and then little blood start oozing, and Sri Ramji picks up a grass blades and throws, and that goes beyond giant. It's not leaving giant. So that episode, when Sitaji listens, then she is convinced that he is Ramaduta. And when he comes back from Lanka, Sri Ramji addresses him as my son. So now very important point, that people always talk about Saguna and Nirguna. Only with Saguna, BV, Vivian, and some people are writing on the screen, which is appearing. So, it is appearing here. So please do not write something. BV, Vivian. Then only when there is relationship, there is that love and devotion comes. We cannot have relationship and love with Brahman, God, consciousness, nature, energy. Some people say, "I don't believe in God, but I believe in energy." Some people say, "No, no, there is consciousness, there is Brahman." It is a unmanifest nature of God. But when there is Saguna, then there is love, there is relationship. So one question you can all ask, what is your relationship with God? Is it out of fear? Is it out of that they are my father, mother? Because if they are your father, mother, then there is no fear, then there is no worry, because yogakshemam vahamyam. So that relationship only brings love. That is an important point. If I don't have relationship, my relationship is only as a business. That okay, I want God only because God gives me something. He passes me in the exam, he makes me successful. Then that relationship is of business. Here Hanumanji is Lord Ram's and Sita's son, and they themselves say it. And we will see later on that how Janaki Mata blesses him with Riddhi Siddhi. That shows that Sitaji was already so powerful. Some people say Sitaji is victim, Sitaji is weak. No, no, she is already Lakshmi, Devi Lakshmi, because she knew Ravan is Jai and Kumbhakarna is Vijay. It is a Leela going on. She is very powerful. So when we sing his glories, what happens? Jo Dayaku Falachari. We get four results, four Purushartha just by chanting. And this is rarely a kind of boon given to any god, that all four can be given by one person, one entity. So what are these Falachari? Falachari are four Purusharthas. What are four Purusharthas? Artha, the way of earning and managing wealth wisely. This is very important, because some people don't know how to earn wealth only. They live in poverty. Poverty is greatest suffering on this planet. So I must know how to earn wealth and that manage that wealth wisely. Some people get so much of wealth and then they let go by wrong investments. Kama, the art of enjoying life to fullest within ethical limits. Some people have wealth, but they don't know how to enjoy. Because when they get wealth, then their breakfast, lunch is all medicines, Guruji says. Health is not there. Some people have health and wealth, and time is not there. And some people have health, wealth, time, but do not have attitude of enjoyment because so conjuice. Because the conjuice people do not enjoy life. They keep enjoyment for next generation free of cost. So one of the thing what Guruji says, whatever money you enjoy, you also enjoy. Okay, some money you can keep for next generation, but everything next generation means I don't enjoy only. So Kama is one of the Purusharth. Actually, there is a separate session we require of how to enjoy life. It is a Purushartha which is described in detail, but with ethical limits, because when the limits go, then it becomes abuse and abusement of the senses, because kama means sense pleasures, enjoying the beauty of the world, because satyam shivam sundaram, the world is so beautiful, but I do not have the ability and attitude to enjoy it. So that is a second thing what Hanumanji blesses us, how to enjoy. The third is dharma, how to live a noble life. Means what? How to take right decisions, how to be fair and aligned to the purpose of life. And the fourth one is moksha. Moksha means how to leave this world with fulfillment and total freedom from suffering, sorrow, moha, krodha, bhaya. So very, very important things. How to earn money, how to enjoy, how to live a noble life, because some people earn money, they enjoy, but they don't do any dana, yajna, tapa, service, nothing they do. So first three are goals in life. The moksha is the goal of life. So very, very important. We can see so many meanings are there in the first verse itself. So we can go to the second verse today. So Lata Rajshekar ji, can you chant twice?
बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार.
Very nice. So bal buddhihina tanu janike subirao pavan kumar. Bala buddhi vidya dehu mohi harahu kalesa bika. So now before we go to this second doha, why these two are dohas? Because dohas are shorter and these are introduction to Hanuman Chalisa. So this doha is called as a sankalpa vakya. This doha is called as a prayer. So we must know what we are praying to Hanumanji. Before that, we will see what is a prayer today, and we will see that all these aspects of prayers are there in one doha, which are given by Goswami Tulsidas ji. So beautifully, packed in one doha where the prayer is there. So what is a prayer? So prayer has 5 parts. So very interestingly, here prayer means what? See, we are doing prayers morning, afternoon, evening, night. Prayer means give what I don't have and take away what is troubling me. This is definition of prayer. So again, I'll repeat, what is the definition of prayer? What is a prayer? Give me what I don't have. You can see all prayers. Take away what is troubling me. So everything is there, and there are 5 parts of prayer. And we will just see today the 5 parts, and we will in the next session going to see how this second doha actually describes all 5 parts. So what are the 5 parts? First is namana, salutations or prostrations with humility and reverence. Prayer cannot be done arrogantly with ego and pride. Pride of knowledge is the greatest enemy of knowledge or ourselves. So where there is pride and arrogance, this Naman salutation doesn't happen. And that's the reason Goswami Tulsidas ji in the first Doha itself says that dust of Guru's feet. The second is Smarana, remembrance. We remember what we love. This is an important point. One of the sadhana what we can do during the day is to ask many times, where is my mind? With whom is my mind? What is there in my mind? And then we will realize that in my mind there is world, some person or some situation or some relationship or some activity. Where is God? Because wherever the mind finds love, it will go there. And mind also goes where there is anger and hatred, like Kamsa. Kamsa remembered Lord Krishna before his birth only, out of fear, out of anger. So, suppose I am not remembering God all the time. I am remembering God only when I am in need. When mera something I am ill and then you make me okay. I want something. Then it is not out of love. So smarana means I have to constantly remember at the back of the mind like Shruti going on and do all activities. Third is kirtanam, glorification, praise, appreciation. So very important. We normally are very poor in appreciating others because we are so engrossed in our own story, our own glory. So one rule from today, one sadhana from today, that learn to appreciate whoever is in front of you. Focus on their strengths. If you have to criticize, then criticize later, but first appreciate. If you see Rudram, Chamakam, Atharva Shirsha, Ram Raksha, Sotra, anything Vishnu Sahasranam, this is praise of the Lord. So only when you praise somebody, then the Lord gives something. And appreciate some goodness in others. Some people are so critical, always complaining. So from today, the shift is that everyone is Lord's children. I see good in everything. No, no, traffic is bad, that is bad, this person is bad, that is not correct. This is so I must focus on the good aspect. And then whatever I can change about the other aspects. Only when we do this, the mind will become pure. If we focus on negativity, that negativity is absorbed by our mind. Very important point is that suppose we talk about somebody else's negativity, not before him, but before third person, I actually imbibe that negative qualities, and also it is said that I get the result of that negative action of that person. Very important point. Suppose I am saying this person did this, you should not have done that. That result of that papa, some element will come to me because I am discussing it in his absence. If I can change something, karmannevadhikaraste, you change. If I cannot change, then focus on goodness or do japa or pray to God. Yachanam, to ask or plead. The seeker pleads to God. After above three, if I am not following above three and then pleading that Bhagavan give me success, give me health, give me good marks, give me this, then it will not work. Because this is random asking. So asking from God, very important point, has to come from that love, belonging and relationship. If there is no relationship and love with God, but I am asking from God just believing that, He is omnipresent, omniscient, He will give or she will give. God is He or she, I'm just mentioning. But when it is out of love and out of relationship, we don't have even have to ask, but God gives out of understanding. So, what is important here? Point is, what is the relationship here? Already Goswami Tulsidas is establishing relationship of Hanumanji with Lord Ram and Sita ji as their adopted son. And the fifth one is Arpanam, to give what one has received. One gives what one has. If I have anger, I will give anger outside. If I have 10 rupees, I can give 2 rupees. But if I have only 2 rupees, I cannot give 10 rupees. And Arpanam means whatever I get, even when we get prasad in the temple, I take some part and then distribute that prasad to others. So prayer should not constitute of asking, but also offering unto him what we can and what we have. So now we have seen these 5 parts of a prayer. Now what we will see in the next session, not today, because today we will chant Hanuman Chalisa full now. We will see that in the second Doha, Goswami Tulsidas ji has prayed to Hanuman ji and directly, indirectly has covered all 5 points in this Doha so beautifully. So with that we will stop today and say Om Purnamada Purnamidam. But before that, please see we are on the second Doha only. Still we have chance to invite more people and get the benefit of this. So next time, please invite 4 to 5 people more, because we see that we are going word by word, and that is very interesting that so much of meaning of Vedanta is there in each word, because we never thought Falachari means 4 fruits, because generally we chant Falachari, but we are going to get all four, which is something rare. So after I chant Om Purnamada Purnamidam, I would request Lataji and Rajshekhar to chant entire Hanuman Chalisa. I would also request all those who are present, if you know by heart, best close your eyes, sit straight and chant loudly Hanuman Chalisa, because there is a power when we do Samashti chanting. So we are going to have Samashti chanting and Samashti Havan in February 1st, and you see world over people are going to do this. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Lata Rajshekhar. All of us chant with Lata Rajshekhar together loudly. And those who want to chant, uh, after the session, please let me know. I've got 1 or 2 requests, so I will tell them which next Monday or next Monday. So please tell me. Only thing is that you must have a clear audio and video and dressed appropriately, not in nightgown. Yes, please start.
Yeah. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raja Nija Manu Mukura Sudari Bharanau Raghubara Bimala Jasu Dodayak Palchari Buddhihina Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mahi Harahu Kalesa Vikar जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपि सति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धाम अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेश कानन कुंडल कुंचित केश हाथ भद्र ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणियति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाए संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर शिवर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम पाई सहस बदन तुम सखावे हस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माया, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानो। रघुमुद्रिका मेरी मुख माहि, जल दिलांगी गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक ताहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपै, तीनों लोक हांकते कापै। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। तब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटाई मिटाई सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बल बीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटे ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय माडेरा। कीजय नाथ हृदय माडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। हरिओम।
हरिओम, वेरी नाइस।